What's next, dude? What's happening?
Well, I don't believe that I'll be able to do what I do the way I do it next year. Now, some people who have been with me for a number of years, they might say, well, you have been prophesizing that doom now, Richie, for 3 or 4 years. Yes, I have. You and I know people. I've got a couple of people that I've known for years working in compliance for television companies in this country. Compliance means that they work for the BBC and make sure that their programmes are Ofcom compliant.
Yes.
Another great friend of mine is a great journalist called Professor Julian Petley. I consider him one of the greatest journalists in the country's history. Wonderful man. And they've been saying to me for some years now, they are going to insist before too long that let's say sole traders or independent content creators like yourself can't continue to do that. You must be brought in from the cold and subjected to licensing. You must apply for a license, we'll give it to you, and so on. And that didn't happen as quick as I thought it would happen, but it will happen.
Well, when we first spoke, it was on the Live Leak show.
Yeah, that's right.
When you just started at TPV, I think we'd just been in touch. It was just getting ready to go live, wasn't it? I can't remember why you got in touch and we got chatting and we got on.
No, because I loved liveleak.com.
And I said, well, why don't you come on the show? And the first thing we spoke about was what Ofcom were doing at the time, and they were trying to get to a position where they could levy unlimited fines. And my point was, an unlimited fine, all that means is they don't have to fine you $1 billion. They just have to fine you that little bit more than you can afford, and they've shut you down. Unlimited is a terrifying phrase. Of course, it is. Yeah. It has no place in law. Of
course, it doesn't.
Unlimited. Everything should be finite.
And yet we see poor fuckers thrown into jail on tariffs. Well, you never know if they're going to get out or not. I've had mothers on the programme talking about that. We're living in a fucking basket case.
I mean, obviously, I'm as human as anyone else. When you see someone that's been killing kids or someone like that, and they go, it's a whole lifetime. I'm like, God, fuck them.
Yeah, but I was talking to a mum, her kid was a thief and stuff like that.
Well, Charles Bronson, he went in for he was only going to go in for 4 years.
Violence.
I mean, he's been a bit naughty.
He's obviously a fucking lunatic, Charles Bronson.
He's kidnapped a few people.
Yeah.
Threatened to eat some Iraqis. Broken some noses, but he's been in prison for life. He's never getting out. But he's never killed anyone. Charles Manson.
He's never raped anybody.
Charles Manson was a bad bastard. Probably did kill someone when he was a drug dealer. There was no strong evidence he told anyone to kill anybody. Spent the entirety of his life in prison. But he was just...
One of them is trying to get out now. Leslie Van Outen, is that right? Is that her name? Leslie Van Outen, one of the...
It's something like that.
He's trying to get out. They'll never let her out.
Someone I know would be furious at me right now for not knowing, but I've never been that up on the Tate murders. But
I ruined your train of thought. You're right. You were talking about unlimited fines for broadcasters.
And we ended up on
the danger
of
that.
How the fuck did we do that?
5 steps.
You're only 5 steps
5
away
steps
from
to make the How do you do it? So unlimited fines. What we're looking at next year, I think, is where the online harms bill is is fucking horrendous. We know this.
That's Lucy Swan's bill, isn't it?
Lucy Swan's bill.
Do you know, I spoke to her about it.
No way. Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, she's a Mancunian.
I got in touch with her, and
she's Mancunian, right?
Yeah, she's a Manchester MP anyway.
Be a safe seat.
I made a tweet about it, and she got in touch and said, "Could I send you the full bill?" I went, "Yeah, of course." So they sent me the bill, and
80 pages.
I'm not a genius or an expert. I read the whole thing. I read what they wanted it to achieve. I underlined all the parts I said that wouldn't achieve what they wanted it to achieve, because that's not how it works. And I explained it. I didn't rip it to bits. I was, I thought, well, I'm never going to get away with pushing that out of the bill, but this won't work. This won't work. It won't do what you want. All it will do is chill the free speech of ordinary people, which is fine for them. I sent it back, and basically what she said was, I'll just listen to the experts. So I sent one going, who are they?
Who are they, That's a great question, isn't it?
The end of it.
Who ultimately will advise you on what to do? Because whatever you are advised to do, you'll just fucking do. Think tanks run governments. Governments don't run governments.
Is it Unit 77 Brigade?
77 Brigade, yeah. What are you going to do? What you're going to do is next year you're going to say that certain things can't be heard or seen. And they're doing it already with vaccine information and stuff. They're so desperate for everybody on planet Earth to get this vaccine. They're already deleting, culling, chopping, content creators who, some of whom might be complete barking fucking stone mad, fair enough. I don't say fair enough that they should delete them. I'm not saying they should delete them. But others are channels that allow people who have earned the right to say that they've got a problem with this brand new vaccine. That's a new vaccine of its type that's never been seen before. They've every right to express caution or concern.
In my view, though,
this is where we're going, though.
If someone says it's pumped out of the teats of green aliens,
Yeah, let it be.
it's their right to think that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's my right to enjoy it. So Alex Jones has been banned everywhere.
Yeah.
Still haven't had an answer about getting him on this
Have you
fucking
not?
show. I've not given up, but by crikey.
The mobile number I gave is probably
Yeah,
an old
But
one.
there's probably not a lot in him
Yeah.
in it for him just yet. But,
Yeah.
you know, banning Alex Jones, I find Alex Jones tremendously entertaining. And then someone says, well, what about the Sandy Hook thing? I said, do you know what? He fucked up royally there. He fucked up. But that's Alex. Someone puts a piece of paper in front of him. Oh, God damn, oh, I'm on. And then later on he went, I was wrong. And he said, I was wrong, which is pretty rare. You know?
Yeah.
But he said, I was wrong. Sorry. I got that wrong. Some information came through. I went with it.
Yeah.
You know, I can't help what happened. But that's all they'll say now. So when I say, well, he should have been left on, I found him hugely entertaining. He has broken some very interesting stories over the years. But mostly, I just find him fun to fucking watch.
And he's untouchable anyway because he's got his own network, hasn't
Also, they've taken away my enjoyment because I won't go there.
he? Yeah,
very
you won't
often.
go over there to watch him, yeah.
And, yeah, but Sandy Hook, it's like, okay, we are not defined by one fucking mistake.
No.
If his mistake was he ran over 25 kids, let's define someone.
Yeah.
If he murdered some children.
That did for the first Richie Allen YouTube channel. Sandy Hook did for it.
Yeah, he fucked up. Alex Jones
Me interviewing
fucked
Wolfgang Halbig and challenging him and arguing with him on his belief, which he still holds very firmly. He believes that it was a very spooky, weird, sort of false flag thing. Wolfgang still believes that. I interviewed him, I challenged him, I played the clips of jeez, I should remember
But it was
his name
never
there.
enough. He was
The
too
father.
toxic.
Well, this is it, and so I don't know, but yeah, next year it's going to be big. Next year, 2021 is going to. We're going to see a lot. We're going to see a lot of these agendas gather pace. The agenda to homogenise the independent media. Yeah, we're going to see that. I have no doubt in my mind, and I'm not actually pessimistic. It's not a kind of a poor me thing. If it comes to the stage where they say, and they will have it within their remit to say, if you don't have the license, we can shut you down. They will do that. Confiscation of equipment, of course they'll do that. So it'll be a case of you'll have to get the license. But of course, once you get the license then, like I've had 2 videos removed from this current YouTube channel recently, and they're saying, we'll take another one away and we'll delete the channel. I don't care, fair enough, go ahead and do it. But with Ofcom, of course, that would mean license to broadcast revoked forever.
Yes.
You know, we've twice, Richie, we've warned you. Third time. So yeah, I don't know if our viewers tonight, your audience, and I don't know if my listeners on the radio show on a daily basis, I don't think they realise just how serious it is. Next year, they're coming for shows like ours. They are big time, 100%. And it won't be a case next year. Richie, we're banging on about that for 5 years. Next year is the year.
It's where it starts.
Yeah.
It's where it starts. And I believe they'll make it look very palatable. You've still got your freedom of speech. This just protects us from people encouraging violence and extremists, terrorists. Because we all know that terrorists do fucking YouTube streams from a place in Manchester,
of course.
you know.
Yeah.
And that's how it will be sold, and people will embrace it, and the online harms bill will be enacted, and then it'll be, I mean, the irony is trigger warning would probably be all right for a while, right up until I had you on.
Well, that's right. Yeah.
But the problem is, and as Graham knows, much to his own depression, I can't fucking help myself, and I'd have you on anyway.
Well, so why would you? I mean, why would you self-censor?
I can't.
No.
I mean, I do, because the things I won't say even on our stream, you know, because I'm not fucking stupid.
Well, and you're not stupid, and there is also such a thing as taste. Sometimes you think that's a bit distasteful.
Well, I'm renowned
so I
for
won't
taste.
say it. No, you're
renowned.
not, particularly, you're not known for your ability to hold back. But of course there are things that you think, sometimes I'm in the middle of a sentence and I'm about to say something in a monologue that I think is funny.
The breaks come on, don't they?
The breaks.
Yeah.
You know, I will think, I've actually thought of it in the day. And when I've come to that stage in the monologue, I've thought of something that's going to be very funny and I'm going to say it. And it has occurred to me that it might be fairly hurtful to a certain person or a certain group to hear that, and I might not be able to explain myself later on, so I just won't say it. And I'm somebody who says he never self-censors, but to a point sometimes, of course,
we all
you
do.
You all do. Anyway.
It's like when people tell me I don't believe in any censorship. Nothing should be censored, so I would go, child porn.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's illegal. Oh, so we'll censor illegal.
Yeah.
Fine. But you know, I've had it with Lively, people telling me we want more freedom, more freedom. I mean, I'd have fucking loved to have made that happen. But more freedom, more freedom, more freedom. Why are you showing press TV? What? You supporting the Iranians? What the fuck? What?
From somebody who demanded a bit more freedom on the site.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, but we don't want to see that freedom.
But you're not supporting anything. You're facilitating a TV news network that was fucked out of Hanger Lane.
You defend
exactly
freedom.
Even if you disagree with them.
And that's the cost.
Absolutely.
Look at that shit with Geert Wilders all those years ago. You know, I mean, I give a fuck about Geert Wilders.
None of us would ever. There are people that we utterly despise. Maybe they're not the same people. I think there are some of the same people we don't like.
Some are definitely the same
No doubt
people.
about it. But there's no way in hell that I could ever be happy or satisfied or smile when they get booted off any platform. No fucking way. It sends a chill down my back, down my spine when it happens.
I can't help it that there's been a bit of schadenfreude for me recently.
With who?
Because Twitter just kicks off a load of far left people. And,
the
hashtag was Stop the Left Purge.
Oh, I saw the hashtag.
From all the people that be going, ban the Conservative, ban those right-wingers, ban everyone.
Why were they putting them off?
Just because they were assholes and they fell foul of the rules. Remember, like they like to say, you can always go and make your own Twitter.
Make your own Twitter, yeah.
It's a private platform. Suck it up.
Is anybody using Parler?